Welcome to day 38 of Crawl or No Crawl. Today is March 23rd, and I'm happy to report, because I think I like green better than red, the Semrush Sensor Volatility Weather Tool is reading 4.8. So we're back into a green day. All right, there's a link in the description to the history log of the Google Index Detector project that all of this information is based on, and continuing to expand our understanding of what does it look like in the, what is Google's behavior in terms of going through indexation and how the Search Console is updated and all that kind of fun stuff. So let us go to the board, which as soon as I can share my screen. So what we are finding here, nope, not going to leave. All right, so this is today, 4.8, and it is a test day. Every one of these, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, are signified with a hashtag, and that means they are a test day. So workload has increased, so I'm a little slow on the uptake on getting the page published. But published at 12:01, request time through the index now. And Google API was made at 12:01, and the first Googlebot visit was recorded everywhere except, actually, no, everything. Yeah, everything recorded it. It was the plugin, the server log, and Search Console. But the important part was the server log. I can confirm that Monday's test page is now indexed as of today, so that's the 48 hours. And the test for today was launched, and so we're waiting again for it in terms of 48 hours to, or 2 days to get indexed. Now, one thing is in the Search Console, for the first time, it has read that a bot came, but it said it was crawled, but not indexed. Now, it's too soon to know if what the significance is of that. It was literally just just seen. So sometimes Search Console can be a little slow. Now, one of the other things that I've started doing is testing the keywords in Bing to see if it's ranking for both the simple and the JavaScript keywords. So pretty much Bing is fine with the simple. It's the JavaScript that takes a little longer in Bing. So Monday's test page was found for the simple and not the JavaScript. All right. As for Google bots, they registered 59 bot records in the server logs. 44 were desktop, 15 were mobile, and they were crawling. I did see a few more full render refresh crawls. So a refresh crawl is a bot returns to a page that is already indexed, pulls the HTML, and then pulls all the supporting scripts and fonts and everything related to that page. So I did not see the feed fetcher bot so far today, and I did see a fair amount of validation crawls. Why is this important? I will tell you that when you see in the bot server logs that Google, out of the blue, decides today they're going to crawl your privacy page on one site, on another site they're going to crawl your contact page, and on another site they're going to crawl terms of service. Now, I know everybody talks about these EAT signals, but you have to be able to, program a machine to do that. I mean, there's not somebody sitting there, well, there is the Google reviewer sitting there, but in general, how does Google develop trust in your site? So maybe it's practical that if you have a contact page, privacy policy, and terms of service, that you're legit enough. So anyway, word to the wise. Also, anecdotal evidence. I had a fellow tester who put a privacy policy on their live environment site that they monitor, and it went from the top of page 2 to the middle of page 1, and with nothing else done. Okay, we move on. Now for Bing, there were 42 bots, all desktop. We've not seen a mobile Bing bot yet. So far, probably over a week. There were no refresh recrawls. So whether it was just the page or full render, they weren't there today. And I did see what I call a validation crawl. And this one was testing, again, the trailing slash at the end of a URL. And if you don't know the importance of that, you want to make sure that your site is set for one or the other. You don't want both, but you definitely can see that the bots do pay attention. And again, it's not one is better than the other. It's just that they're both not valid. They both don't return a 200 status code on that. All right, no Bing preview. But anyway, that's it for today's Crawl or No Crawl. I will be working to develop this week's Confessions of an SEO. The topic is going to be talking about clients who sign up for SEO and within the first 2 or 3 months are like, what have you done for me lately? And I really want to approach it to the business owner, right? But as SEOs, we feel that pain. Anyway, there's a link to the Facebook American Way Media if you have any topics that you'd like to see covered in upcoming episodes, and a link to the podcast Confessions of an SEO, which a new episode drops every Friday morning at 8 a.m. All right, thanks so much. See you guys later.